against us.
No team has succumbed to the talents of Jordan more than the Cavs. In his last Cleveland appearance, he hit this shot, ending their season, crushing their dreams. A haunting occurrence known too well around here.
I'm sure he has left a lasting impression on the many fans and followers and supporters of the Cavalier organization. So what we have to do is deal with the present.
This season, Cleveland looked to change things. A new setting and a new outlook would hopefully wipe the slate clean of their not-so-storied past. And despite a barrage of injuries, the Cavs have surprised many. A winning attitude invoking new reason to cheer. Now NBA fans are cheering the return of an icon. Jordan's back. How teams react may dictate their fate. Can these Cavaliers forget the past?
He's the driving force behind their world championships.
We want to set an example that we can beat them.
Today, will Michael haunt Cleveland's new house?
This is the NBA on NBC. Today, it's the Chicago Bulls versus the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You are looking at the spanking new Gund Arena in downtown Cleveland. A capacity crowd, better than 20,000 turning out for the second of the home-and-home set, matching the Bulls and the Cavaliers. Now, back on March the 19th, the day Michael Jordan made his return, Cleveland was 3 full games in front of Chicago in the race for the 5th playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Today, only 3 weeks later, the Bulls are 2 games in front of the Cavaliers. Cleveland now fighting off Atlanta. The Hawks are only 2 games off the pace. Hi, everybody. Marv Albin along with Matt Kukas, and we welcome you to the NBA Game of the Week, which today features Michael Jordan's 10th game back. Now, the Bulls have won 7 of the previous 9. They have won 6 in a row, and Matt, it's certainly clear that Michael doesn't have the full arsenal going as of yet, but obviously has been able to lift everyone else around him.
But he does have things like relentless competitive drive and the ability to make his teammates better, like he did on Friday night when the Cavs closed to within 6, 3 minutes to go. Michael draws 2 big defenders and finds Luke Longley for the easy jam. Next possession, Michael gets into the lane, defense collapses, Scottie Pippen with the wide open look for the jump shot. And now the Bulls are back with Michael Jordan, and they now have that confidence to finish off games.
A little dangerous out here for you.
Very.
Body check here and there from members of the Chicago Bulls. The injury hit Cleveland Cavaliers were going so well. They were in a real good run, but they've hit a tailspin. They've lost 4 in a row, 6 of the last 7. But the major concern of the Bulls is now the presence of Mark Price, who is back after undergoing wrist surgery. And Mark Price is a guy on the minds of the Chicago Bulls.
You know, Marv, the deliberate style of play hampers Mark's effectiveness because over the years he has been a nightmare for defenders in the open floor. And just take a look at his 9-year career shooting percentages. Number 3 of all active three-point shooters and the best foul shooter of all time. And today, the Chicago Bulls will look to zero in on Mark Price and keep him from getting any good looks at the basket.
All right, so coming up, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls meeting for the 5th and final time this regular season. When we come back, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineup. Set for the introduction, go to the public address voice of the Cavaliers, Howard Chisholm.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Gund Arena for today's Cavalier basketball game. Here is today's starting lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Starting at forward, 6'7" from Central Arkansas, number 33, Scottie Pippen. At forward, 6'11" from Croatia, number 7, Toni Kukoc. At center, 7 foot from Vanderbilt, number 32, Will Perdue. At guard, 6'2" from Iowa, number 10, B.J. Armstrong. And in guard, 6'6" from North Carolina, number 25, Michael Jordan. The head coach of the Chicago Bulls is Phil Jackson. All right, let's stop. At forward, 6'6" from Arizona, number 24, Chris Mills. At guard, 6'5" from Southern, number 14, Bobby Fields. At forward, 6'9" from Xavier, number 32, Tyrone Hill. At center, 6'11" from Tulane, number 18, John Hot Rod Williams. And at guard, 6 foot from Georgia Tech, number 25, Mark Perez. The Cleveland Cavaliers are coached by Mike Fratello.
The head coach of the Cavaliers, the one-time czar of the telestrator, Mike Fratello, who Matt warned us last night that it's usually a late arriving crowd for Sunday afternoon games here at the Gondarini. He says that's because people stay home to watch his local television show that he hosts, which starts at noon. So he said that would explain it.
Well, I saw part of that show last night. I guess it's going to be for next week when he interviewed you, if that's any example. Wow.
Tough get for Mike. All right, let's check in with the Dean of Sideline Reporting. Here's Ahmad Rashad.
All right, Marv, it's that time where I give you the injury report for the Chicago Bulls. Dickie Simpkins is not here because he does have the flu, and Scottie Pippen does have a reoccurring left wrist injury that he continues to play with. Now, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they have a injury list that is so long enough. I even attempted to read this. It would take the entire telecast. So, Marv, hopefully you will update the folks at home from time to time during the course of the day as to who these injuries are. Marv?
Yes, we'll give it the rundown in subliminal fashion later on. The officials, Ron Garretson, Tom Washington, and Steve Jaffee. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won only 5 of their last 20 games. They come off the loss in Chicago on Friday night by the count of 97-88. Turnovers really hurt the Cavaliers in the first half. They shot 40%, while the Bulls were 51% from the floor.
And on the season, the Cavaliers only score 90 points a ball game, so it's crucial for them to stay in this game because they don't have the type of team or the game to come from behind. They got behind 30-20 in the first quarter on Friday night at the United Center.
The Chicago Bulls controlling the opening tip. Bobby Fields matched up with Michael Jordan. Pippen trying to get it to Perdue.
Big thing Phil is looking for today is better execution in the half court, and that means the ball has to move more crisply and the players have to make sharper cuts. There was an example. Pippen was left with an isolation at the end of the shot clock.
Chris Mills for John